When will Ripple XRP reach $20,000? Edward Snowden explains. The Securities and Conversation Commission (SEC) was recently recommended by U.S. Representative Brad Sherman to pursue cryptocurrency exchanges that supported Ripple's XRP coin. Nevertheless, in a recent exchange with Fox Business journalist Eleanor Tourette, Sherman made another accusation against the token. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the video. Do you believe that the XRP analysts are correct? Enter the solutions in the comments to win 500 XRP. One random subscriber will receive XRP coins at the end of the week. Check out the directions in the comments. XRP is all that is required to be written. Be sure to finish the video in order to like and subscribe. Attorney Jeremy Hogan on Twitter cleared the uncertainty over Judge Tory's recent order to reveal Hinman's documents and provided a brief update on the XRP SEC case after the judge ordered the SEC to turn over Hinman's emails but did not specify when. Therefore, on September 29th, I tweet, Judge Torres overruled the SEC's arguments to releasing the Hinman emails, but she did not specify a deadline for doing so. Determining that Ethereum is not a security in his 2018 speech, District Judge Torres on September 29th overruled the SEC's objections and ordered her to turn over Hinman's documents. Jeremy Hogan emphasizes an important fact. Despite not providing a date, the judge ordered the SEC to turn over the emails, and it is up to that party to challenge the judge's ruling in court. He claims that the SEC will effectively need 60 days, or even longer, to rethink the judgment, which is still doubtful. Suppose the SEC moved to have Judge Torres' ruling on the SEC's objections to Hinman's documents reviewed. Attorney James K. feels it should have happened yesterday, October 13th, but it didn't. Hogan agrees with James K. Feeling's prior assertion that the SEC would employ a number of procedural gimmicks to further delay the release of records for him and warns that the review of Hinman's emails might take longer if the SEC files an appeal. Hogan allayed worries about the case's prolonged delay by stating that Hinman's communications are probably only pertinent to the fair notice defense and not to the lawsuit's primary claim, whether or not XRP is a security. He also emphasized the fact that he did not submit a streamlined judgment on the issue of fair notification. Therefore, the lawsuit will go forward regardless of how many deferral letters the SEC submits in response to the Section 5 violation issue. By November 15th, it must be determined whether XRP is a valuable asset. A tweet from Crypto Laws claims that two more significant market participants have chosen to back Ripple in its legal battle with the SEC. In court, Philip Goldstein and I often file an amicus brief through a network of investors' preferred attorneys. Bulldog Investors was co-founded by Goldstein. This private fund primarily invests in small-cap operational companies, closed-end funds, and SPAC. ICANN is a nonprofit law practice that increases the market access of disadvantaged investors and businesspeople. Additionally, it says in the paper that Goldstein has previously sued the SEC. He and I are both qualified to speak for market participants' interests generally and in the specific context of Ripple and the securities regulator. A legal representative for both Goldstein and the SEC produced the amicus opinion for submission. Philip Goldstein as well. According to the document, the parties requested the court to grant the defendant's request for a ruling in the streamlined method because they feel that the SEC tends to expand its powers beyond those set forth by law. The new amicus report aims to clearly state why the SEC's attempts to regulate cryptocurrencies and other digital assets constitute an unethical and improper use of regulatory authority. According to earlier reports, the U.S. Securities Commission urged Judge Torres to reject TapJets Inc. and I Remitting's amicus papers in support of Ripple's petition for summary judgment. They were nevertheless permitted to carry it out. In their submissions, both businesses emphasized the significance of XRP for their businesses. iRemit, which has its headquarters in the Philippines, significantly relies on Ripple, Audible, and XRP for simple and affordable transactions. On TapJet, the company emphasized how important XRP is to its business model because it enables round-the-clock, instant flight booking. Brad Garlinghouse and Christopher Larson, two of Ripple Labs' senior executives were named as defendants in the SEC's case, which was filed against them in December 2020. Brad Garlinghouse recently stated that he anticipates the lawsuit to be resolved by the second half of next year when he was selling XRP as an unregistered security. Stuart Alder has received a lot of feedback in response to Ripple's significant victory in the XRP litigation. According to Ripple's general counsel, the SEC eventually rejected Hinman's documents after an extended 18 months of waiting and 6 court orders. These documents do not, however, provide proof of the security status of XRP. The general counsel for Ripple's has since stated that these records will initially stay private. He stated that it was worth fighting for to obtain these notes. In a tweet on October 21st, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse published a message from Ripple General Counsel Stuart Alterman, urging readers not to accept the SEC. Garlinghouse claims that the SEC's decision to finally give the documents to Ripple is an effort on the part of the organization to convey to the public the notion that it is concerned with disclosure, transparency, and clarity. The SEC wants you to believe that it is concerned with disclosure, transparency, and clarity. When the truth is revealed, you won't believe them if you do. You will be shocked by how despicable their actions are here. To the amazement of many people in the neighborhood. Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, replied to this tweet with "No way," expressing his support for XRP and condemnation of the SEC simultaneously. He is the richest guy in the world and has been battling the SEC for years. He is an expert in his field. In a tweet on Saturday, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse claimed that as it continues to enforce regulations, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, has forgotten about its obligations to consumers. Garlinghouse expressed fury at the sex-regulating approach, saying that there is no regard for the businesses and individuals who have been damaged by this strategy. We ought to all be infuriated. To voice dissatisfaction that the Securities and Exchange Commission has nothing to lose by prosecuting the payment business, the SEC has obviously forgotten that government exists to serve the needs of its constituents. It is significant that the commission is funded by the government using tax money. And even though the personnel has nearly doubled in the past few months, the commission wanted to get extra funding to grow its Bitcoin control unit. 2020 December. Because XRP is an unregistered security, the SEC has filed a lawsuit against Ripple and 2 of its executives. Despite the SEC's main responsibility to safeguard customers, there is evidence to suggest that those who own XRP and businesses that use it and the XRP ledger in the United States have suffered the greatest losses in this legal dispute over XRP. The community aspires for the judge to hear from both XRP owners and organizations that employ XRP in their operations. 2 businesses have already submitted court documents that demonstrate the value of XRP in their brief notes. Garlinghouse predicts that the decision will be announced in the first quarter of 2023. After over 2 years of litigation, everyone anticipates that the matter is close to being resolved. However, given that 95% of the company's customers are outside the USA and the current price of XRP, this will have little effect on the business's existing operations. You can see yourself on the screens for today, and the total trading volume for the past 24 hours is $1,294,436,065. Additionally, we continuously update our XRP pricing in US dollars. In the past 24 hours, XRP has decreased by 4%. Do you believe XRP will succeed in court and recover its previous value? Answers should be posted in the comments. It's all done for today. We appreciate your commitment to finishing the video. Don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed it.